Hello, everybody. Welcome to ACO. This is the place to have fun. I also get serious, but I have fun. I do everything in chapter form. At the end of each chapter, I have what we call commercials, and those are anything I find funny online, skits, parodies, you name it. I put it up. I found some really good ones this time, you guys. I'm excited. There is a bunch of good things in this one. You'll want to stick around. And, yeah, my name is Lara, for anyone that doesn't know. I have a community post. Well, everybody does, but I put memes up daily. This is one of my memes in front of you. I'm proud of it. Because I even painted her nails. It's not even her arm. I was so proud. But anyways, that's besides the point. I am, going to be having a live, just to let everybody know, on Sunday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'm telling you this now because most times, YouTube holds my videos for up to 40 hours. Last time was 26. So I'm just telling you now, just in case it happens again. So I'm hoping this will get out before then. All right, I am going to shut my yap for now, and we're going to get on to the show. Chapter 1, Love and Marriage and a Baby Carriage. And the updates. I always do the updates in chapter 1. And you guys, I am way excited. I found some bump footage that I have never seen before. I don't think anybody has. So I'm excited. So let's just get to it. So if anybody knows me, they know MSM, I do not like them. They lie. But I still always bring you some of the headlines so you know what's out there. I'm sure you mostly do anyway, but do my due diligence. So, the Mirror, it says, Prince Harry will not return to royal duties without apology from Prince William. What now? Okay, Prince Harry is open to taking up a temporary role supporting the RF if King Charles were to ask, but would expect an apology from his brother Prince William first. Apology for what, pray tell? For existing? For, God forbid, being born first? What? What do you want? Come on now. It's the most ridiculous headline I've seen in a while. This is Us Weekly. Roachel on her own terms. How the Duchess is moving on from the pain of the past. Oh my God. Finding peace in transforming from a royal scapegoat, can you believe that, to a lifestyle mogul. I'm almost speechless. None of those words should be in the same sentence. Mogul? Roachel? What? Royal scapegoat? Kiss my lily white arse. That's what I say. Call me an old cynic, but how is Roachel looking 20 years younger than in the photo on the left? Has she got to deal with a digital alchemist who's wiped out every wrinkle and strange forehead vein? It's as if the photo editor has taken a magic wand to her face. Extraordinary what a bit of pixel-perfect fairy dust can do. Holy crap! Wow, Roachel, you are really sinking low. That doesn't even look like the same human being. Now, this one is beyond ridiculous. How Dorito Raglan has become a rock for Prick Harry and earned a comparison to the late Queen Elizabeth as Roachel's mother celebrates her 68th birthday. Well, that's debatable, but are we being pranked here? For real. MSM's lies they're beyond cringeworthy at this point. comparing Dorito to Queen Elizabeth. What? What? Oh my Lord. That's like comparing curdled milk to champagne. Dom Perignon. Please. Dorito Raglan has found herself rubbing shoulders with royals and winning over Hollywood A-listers after becoming Prick Harry's mother-in-law. As the former social worker, I think we covered that, but turned 68, her confidants have said that she means more to the Duke of Sussex than ever before. Yeah. Where the hell is she? I haven't seen Dorito in forever. What a crock. So I thought, okay, well, we're going to swing into family. So I might as well start here. This is from a Sugar. And they repost this crap, you guys. One is a photo of Doria Raglan, mother of Roachel. And the other is a D dealer called Dorian Raglan. Now, I know some people think black folk all look the same, but believe me, we don't. Roachel's mom is not a convicted D dealer who went to jail. She's a social worker. Talk about misinformation. So I'll just show you the pictures that they had on there. This one of her in the Netflix completely lying her mug off. Once again, I will show you what I have before, because I found this and put this red line under there showing it was canceled. Her associate clinical social worker. So, okay, how come you only were a counselor for 3 years, Dorito? Because apparently she got some sort of certificate in 2018, which I don't believe. And now it's canceled in 21. All right, then. How does that work? Exactly. Seeing as she's supposedly supposed to be taking care of old folks. Yeah, okay. And here is Dorian Raglan, male. Now, do these people honestly think we are so daft we can't tell the difference between this person and Dorito? Really? Really? Come on now. Give us a little bit of bloody credit here. I mean, my 3-year-old granddaughter could tell the difference. It has nothing to do with being whatever color. Please. And yes, Dorito is a D dealer that went to jail for that. Thank you very much. Okay, so remember when I showed this last time, just to prove, about the lies and blah, blah. And where did the money come from, right? And it says right there, $9 million. Well, you guys, I always assumed, as I'm sure we all did, right, that Roachel just basically siphoned money into her account. And it's very possible, but I found something else online that went, what? So I'm going to read it out to you. All right. For most people, one lie is enough to not trust that person ever again. But 17 is a cesspool of filth that Oprah allowed, I don't want to say her name too much, guys, so I'll call her O, allowed to be aired without taking the time to check any of the statements out. In fact, before that, O said she trusted Roachel 1,000%. How silly must she feel now for saying that? I am surprised she wasn't sued for billions. In fact, Morgan challenged Roachel and by definition, O, to sue him about his claim. But what do you know, now with her fingers burnt and $9 million lighter, O agrees Roachel told lies. So she got $9 million for that bloody interview. And that's where that money come from. All going back to O. Are we surprised even one iota? No. But it's nice to know kind of sort of where it came from. Good God. These people are unreal. Okay, so I'm going to jump around just a touch because I have something to share here. So in 2017, she says, I don't see it as giving anything up, right? And then in 2021, I left everything, right? Yeah, okay, what'd you leave exactly, Roachel? You actually left your clothes back because you weren't ever going to stay in the UK. You left those. So this is from Pilot Hardy on X. I did not know this. Look at this, you guys. If there's only one thing you need to know about Roachel, while Harry was still on one knee proposing, she grabbed her phone and snapped a photo. And I said, what happened to the cozy kitchen with roasted chicken? Botswana? Is that when they had their legal wedding? Okay, so there you see the pup with his legs broke. I heard apparently this happened. There was a big fight, and somehow the dog got flung out the window. Now, I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. So anyways, this is in Botswana. It's obviously grainy as hell. And H is, asking whatever with the ring that she'll never, wear because she wanted a bigger rock and whatever. But here's the whole thing. I'm going to put out something there of my belief, you guys. Now, I don't have proof. I don't have any of that. It's my opinion only. But I've heard so many people, and I've had so many people ask me, how can their marriage be legal if they didn't use their proper names? Because they didn't on their big spectacle of a wedding, right? Well, I believe that, usually most lies have a little bit of truth in it, so it sounds real. When she said that they got married 3 days before the wedding, I truly believe that they did get married. But it just didn't involve the, Archbishop of Canterbury. That's it. It was who knows who. But that's why I think also the Queen was like, she had no choice, right? I mean, sorry, we're married already kind of thing. I truly think that they were already married. I do. It's just my gut. I could, of course, could be totally wrong, but it would make a lot more sense about how they can get away with doing that big spectacle of a wedding without her birth certificate or without her real name, blah, 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 right? Because they wouldn't require it if they have a marriage license already or a marriage certificate. That's just my own opinion, okay? So we'll go on. Okay, so you guys remember my last video, and I told you the story about Lauren Foster. It's at the end of the video, so if anybody didn't, watch the full thing, you'll have missed a pretty incredible story. My videos get better as they go on because I got to be somewhat tame for YouTube for the first 20 minutes. So it's just how it is. Anyway, and so this says, did Roachel steal Lauren Foster, founder and CEO of the now defunct Stretch Recipes identity? Because Lauren claims that somebody approached her about infiltrating the RF and marrying or getting together with Harry. So then I got somebody who wrote me something, and I will read it to you. So I only have this page. I cannot recall why I don't have the rest, but it doesn't much matter. Lara, it was said that sometime after Will's marriage, that Charles proposed the possibility of Harry marrying a successful biracial woman to better reflect the changing demographics of the UK, as he was the only remaining future senior royal yet unmarried. An extremely powerful group that wanted to blackmail Andrew, whatever, I shouldn't, well, okay, it's fine, into doing something. It's alleged to have something to do with E. And as part of fear tactics, told him that their reach was so deep they could place someone right into his inner circle and he wouldn't be able to stop them. They quickly recognized that Harry could be the weak link that gave them an in. They initially approached a successful biracial entrepreneur, Laura F., who was asked to play the role. And the reason I decided to read this out, you guys, is I have more in Patreon. Obviously, that's where a lot of stuff is. And you guys, I have the wildest story I've ever seen, and I'm ever going to do probably. And I will be doing that in Patreon. In my next video, I will be giving you a little bit of a teaser of what's in there. It's absolutely insane. But that being said, I have heard this and people have written me about this so much that there has to be some sort of truth to it. Yeah, that there was somebody I've read that who literally said they could get in and nobody would be able to stop them. And it has something to do also with, I think maybe that's why I didn't put any more in, because it has to do with E and Andrew, all that, messy stuff that I can't really get into here. But it has to do with that. So, yeah, and that's exactly what happened, except she went rogue, Roachel. I just wanted to show this. I put the Cheshire Cat up there. See the difference on the bride's faces? Strange. Totally different, right? Catherine's just happy to be with the man she loves, right? And then there's Roachel. Roachel, who is madly in love with the camera. So I had a little article I was going to read out about Thomas Sr. and the eggs and whatnot. But it looks like I don't want to go too far because I have so much more left and I really want to get that other stuff in. So I'm going to skip that little article. It's not a big deal. I can always read it out another time. And I'm going to show you the rest of what I wanted to show you. And also that footage. So I just wanted to show this picture because obviously it shows this child is desperate to get away from Roachel. But what was really funny for me was on the bottom it says Archie was showing a lot of energy. And then it has at Save Children UK. I wrote fitting, right? Save this child, somebody. Okay, so you guys, I don't know for sure, of course, but I'm pretty sure this isn't real. I mean, look at the photoshopping. It's ridiculous. It says, disaster birthday party. Harry and Roachel had a big fight after Paps captured Invisibet's real face. That was this year. Down syndrome, it says. I don't believe it, but I wanted to show it to you guys. Just to show you, honestly, what the stuff that all of us YouTubers, I'm assuming, I know me, we have to weed through the crapola to find something of value. But they literally put this there. That's crazy to me. Okay, so here's where I'm going to ask people that just have common sense. I know everybody's kind of and a little bit of an uproar about what TRG's been saying lately and whatnot. And it seems really far out there, but trust me, you guys, anything is possible. But what I want to do is tackle the stuff that is real, that we know is real. That's why I gave you guys that bill last time. That's real. There's no getting around it. It was the law. It proves she could not have been born in 81. Oh, and I still am waiting on what I have to show you guys. That video is a-coming, don't you worry. But it's not here yet, so I'm just going on. Anyway, this is the photo of Dorito, right? When she looked like she was 12 if she was a day. Now, if you really look at the photo, right? Where is Dorito's arm? Because the way it is on top, it would have to come out. It's not like it was tucked underneath or anything like that. Where is it? And then, if you look above the nappy there, what is that? It's like some sort of, it looks almost like a hanger. But that it's the consistency of a hanger, like the wire, but it's not, obviously. So what is that? The nappy looks like it bleeds into the legs. There's a bunch of stuff on there, right? But I just picked the two very obvious stuff. I just want to show what is obvious and common sense right now, right? That's what I'm about. So we'll continue. So I was tagged from X by Anna Plummer. And she said to me, here's a post thread and images I just made that I forgot to tag you on, ACO. Childhood photos that have been fake manipulated. Sam's arm is not hers. So I'm going to show you the pictures blown up. Okay, so the first one, too many fingers. Index finger is in the cup to hold. It is too large and it's the same color as the baby shorts. But there are 4 other fingers, including a pinky, which is bent. And I said, it's a courtesy of Anna Plummer on X. So look what you can see it. You can see it. The next picture is even more obvious. So this, she says, does the hand and arm in both images belong to Thomas? Where the hair on arm in our image is blown out by overexposure. Notice how light the hand and wrist are compared to arm in both. And she's right. It looks like Thomas's arm. Look at that, you guys. There's no getting around it. Really, that is not Samantha's arm. No way is that Samantha's arm. Wow. So you guys, just so you know, I'm not in any way saying TRG is wrong at all. But what I am saying is I know a lot of people have a hard time wrapping their head around that. So I just want to start showing the common sense stuff. Like when you look at that arm, it's common sense that it's not Samantha's, right? I mean, really. So here we are with another photo. And it says Thomas Markle Sr.'s net worth, age, kids, bio, blah, blah, blah. Now, what I'm really interested in is his height. They say he's 5'6". So this shows nearly, Thomas is nearly 5'6" with his supposedly 5'8" daughter. I'll go more. So to prove my point, here's Dorito and Roachel. It says, after all, Daddy must also be a giant if the above photo is anything to go by. Now, this isn't from X or anywhere, you guys. It's part of the story that I'll be putting on Patreon and a little bit of part of what I'll be putting in my next video. It'll just give you a little bit of a taste of what we're dealing with here. A Roachel and her mother. Now, how is it, how is that possible? The height is completely off. Completely. And even if she's wearing high heels, like if we go back to the other photo, we can see how tall Dorito is. Even if Roachel has a ways to grow, Dorito stayed the same height. He's supposedly 5'6". So what is she? 4'5"? What? So I'll just read this little snippet instead of getting into the article because I don't have time. So Thomas Senior said she picked up her old frozen eggs before she got married. He also said when she was pregnant with Lillabucks that he was glad because it meant more Markle DNA in the RF. So I think he thought, or might still think, that M used her eggs and the kids are biologically hers. Of course, it is highly likely the eggs were not viable. Now, remember what I had said before, you guys, about I believed he likes the thought of going down in history as the other grandfather to the royal children? Well, look, it just says it right there. I mean, I'm not saying that she's 100% correct either, but it makes sense. He literally said more Markle DNA in the RF. What else does that mean? It means exactly that. Okay, guys, I'm going to put on commercials, and then we're going to get into chapter 2.
I had to hit them. Yeah, it's true. William and all of them was there. Oh, yeah, they all see me when I was walking out. So what happened next? And then I came back straight to the palace, slapped his face, Listen, don't disrespect my wife or Archie will deal with you.
Yep, that's what happened.
I ain't trying shit. So then, you know, one of the guards started talking big, so I said to him, stop talking, go suck your mum. He said, make me. So I rang my shooter, normal.
Lee reported that a haunting image has recently been captured in Windsor Castle. And I can't help but wonder if perhaps there might be some unfinished business.
Thing that is, driving the work that you're going to put out into the business.
Things that make people feel, I was going to say good, but it's more than that. Things that make people feel something, right? We have so many exciting things on the slate. I can't wait until we can announce them.
Not just things that make people feel good, but things that make people feel something. We need Meghan Markle to help us feel something.
Chapter 2, continuing with bee magic and occult jewelry. And you guys, I forgot the footage. Oh my God, the most exciting thing I was. Okay, I'm going to put the footage on now, and then we'll get on with the rest. Alrighty. Okay, so have any of you guys seen this? We all remember, I'm sure, the outfit, but I have not seen this particular footage before. So, she does slow it down, and she'll come back, when she comes back out, excuse me, you will see that the bump, it goes against her, instead of with her, it seems to go, like, away from her, and it goes back and forth like we've seen it before. So just keep a close eye on it, and you'll see it. It's amazing. I can't believe I even found this. It was like, what the? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's what happens when you spend all your time looking for stuff, I suppose. Yeah. But, I mean, it's evident. Very, very evident that she did not have that child in her naturally. No. So just watch it again once more. She comes out into the light, and you will see it moving. There it is, moving. I mean, good grief, Roachel. Good grief, woman. So yeah, exciting, hey? Okay, so I put this out once before, but I'm going to do it just real quick. Thomas Sr., yes, she's capable of anything for sure. She picks her prey well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically finish up what I had started in the video before this about her bee magic. That's what I'm going to call it, okay? This is from Natalie. Russian roulette in a basket. How can you tell if lemons carry a good spell or a bad one? You can't. So let's just dig in. Two fathers sick. And the woman who stalks is also sick, that she stalks, at the same time as her father-in-law with the same disease. And the parents of the woman she stalks lost their business, and the wife of the uncle of her husband, the uncle that rumors say she met on a yacht, is sick. Her sister is sick, as is one of the stars of the set she used to frequent as a child with the same condition her sister has. The queen died of bone cancer. Prince Philip suddenly deteriorated and died. There is also some talk of cancer in relation to his demise. That's crazy, isn't it? So the woman they were talking about on the set was Christina Applegate, right? Kelly Bundy, she has MS. That's 4, possibly 5 cases of cancer, 2 cases of MS, and 1 of heart attack, stroke at 1 degree of separation from Roachel. I would say the question is she a witch? Is a pretty valid one. The rumors about this have been swirling since 2016. So I read one thing out of this little bit here before, but I didn't read this stuff. Okay. Too funny. Steve somehow in a weird corner of Facebook got linked into Nigerians talking about the visit. It went along these lines. Why are they here? To see sick soldiers. He can heal? No, his father is sick, and her father is sick. 2 fathers sick? Is she a witch? Roachel was evil. I believe she said it, and I believe she was right. If even the late, great Elizabeth allowed herself to be caught out saying things like Roachel's evil, and thank goodness Roachel isn't coming, I think it's probably safe to say Roachel's actually a lot worse than what we have been exposed to. This was the one thing I shared last time with the fly. Remember, it landed on her face and she didn't even flinch. She definitely has a Beelzebub vibe going. The part up top is the exact same, so that's why I'm not reading it. Apparently, she and Dorito have voodoo dolls, effigies, so maybe. It's my belief she was looking for small, intimate, and personal items and strands of hair to steal for her practices when she was caught sneaking around the members of the RF's private quarters. Yup, exactly. Bingo. Taking pic of sleeping Charlotte in her bedroom ignited a fire in the Queen and the Princess of Wales. Prince of Wales and Catherine had some jewelry missing. Many years ago, she'd have been burned at the stake. I do think that Roachel has a cult that curses people she hates and that she is paying those people. The one she is saying that she is part of the 43%, and I do believe that. I myself, as a practitioner, and I feel they are putting curses and binding the RF for them to be sick. Hopefully the RF should hire someone who will give them protection and send back the curses to Roachel. Yes, has been reported that Roachel Markle paid $500 an hour to a Haitian voodooist to put a spell on Harry. So I think I'm just going to call it VD, you guys, just to be careful. I think both her mother and Roachel deal with VD, but not with Harry, because just about anyone can convince Harry to suck on his own banana. But I believe that if they do deal with bee magic, at some point the spiritual world is coming to collect what's owed to them, and it won't be pretty. They may take it out on the innocence of your children, something that you're really close to. There's always a price you have to pay back for that VD black magic to work. But I also believe when you have faith, will always work against the bee magic, no doubt. And if the spell has no way to go, then it would go right back to the person that initiated it, and it comes back 10 times stronger to the same person that started it. So be careful what you wish for. I think that's what's going on. Look at her. She's deteriorating quickly. This didn't surprise me at all. Just read up on it. VD can be used for good and evil. A VD doll is evil stuff, and that's how she's controlling Harry. Wouldn't surprise me if she had a doll just like the Queen as well. That's probably why her health deteriorated so fast. Now, I just want to point out the lemons, because Roachel's obsessed with lemons, you guys. So, witchcraft tutorial, how to use lemons in spells. 9 ways to use lemons in WC. Sorry, guys, it's YouTube. I hate this. I would rather just say it, but you know. Here she is in her lemon dress. So, I don't know about you guys, but I always thought how odd that she'd put lemons with her strawberry jam. Wouldn't it be strawberries? And these lemons are bad to boot, but that's not the point. It's like, what's the obsession with lemons? It's very, very bizarre, no? When these were sent out, were they sent to her coven? I'm not going to get into it more than that, but think about the ladies who received it and how they are in Hollyweird. That's all I'll say about that. I will show this again, though. Beyonce and Jay-Z bow to portrait of Roachel, because I think we all know the rumors, and I 100% believe them because so many people have been talking about it for so many years, that they are actually the high priest and priestess of, well, you know what religion. So my take on this little bit, you guys, honestly, is that the people who are A-list have been told by their people, Oh, sorry. Do not be seen with her. Be her friend, be her whatever, have her involved in your whatever, but don't be seen with her. I kind of feel that's what's going on. You know what I mean? Somewhat, anyway. But this is obviously at the Disney premiere, but I'm just putting that out there because I heard about it too, so it's not just, me blowing things up in my head. To me, this picture always felt weird. He looks at her like with an expression of, I know what you're all about. We know what you're all about, but we're going to play, the game. That's literally what it looks like what's going on in his head. I mean, seriously, if you follow anything about these celebrities at all, you'll know what I mean. So I wanted to add this because it's very bizarre. I don't know how many of you knew Ashley from Danger Zone. She was one of the first, if not the first, YouTuber who started to call them out. I think Yankee actually even came after her. Anyway, she had so many problems, you guys. 2 of her houses burnt down. Her animal died in the house. Her mother's house burnt down. She got cancer, very aggressive. She was young, like 50-something years old, and died very quickly. And I don't know. I don't believe in coincidence, and I do believe in evil and good, and it's just way too much for me to think maybe something wasn't involved there. I mean, come on, 3 houses being burnt, the animal, her dying, all of it. And so somebody had written in my comment section, didn't Ashley get cancer as well? Seems that a lot of people with vocal platforms or connections who criticize the snake in her handbag get cancer, serious illness, house or car problems, relatives or animals suddenly get seriously ill or die, they're silenced, lose their job, income or platform, or they're attacked, abused, and have false allegations made against them. There is a pattern, and far too many to be a coincidence, especially when she's had so many dark and evil supporters, even before she was known in the UK. So this comes from Thomas Jr., okay? Roachel's sister, Sam, obsessed with bee magic. There's a new report that suggests Roachel's sister was once obsessed with bee magic. As a matter of fact, even Roachel's other half-brother, Thomas Markle Jr., says that Sam often exhibited weird behavior whenever they were at home together. Also, if you don't recall, I had said in a previous video about Noelle, her niece, being a Satanist. She admits it. She's proud of it. Yeah, and all that comes with it. We Are the Truth said, a while back I posted on Harry's wife's occult jewelry, such as her card-shaped nail necklace, which she wore on Good Friday, and her upside-down cross, which she wore in Nigeria. So this is that cross, and I wrote a debate. Some say it is not an upside-down cross. Some say it is. Opinions. Let me know, you guys, what you think. I'd love to know. Roachel's a huge fan of delicate gold jewelry, and over the years, she has been seen sporting many designer pieces with hefty price tags, and some small brands promoting powerful messages behind their designs. On a couple of occasions, Roachel has worn a small gold chain bracelet with a distinctive evil eye pendant, and the design has a hidden meaning. So here is that bracelet with the evil eye. Roachel's a big fan of symbolic jewelry. I'm going to call it symbolic instead of the occult from now on. And her evil eye necklace caught royal fans' attention when she debuted the pendant that is said to protect its wearer from negative vibes. There she is with the jewelry. That's from the Daily Mail, you guys. Roachel swears by her evil eye necklace. Page 6 says, Roachel wears bracelet designed to ward off undesired energy. This one is not so dainty, is it? From the Express, Roachel's discreet bracelet has sacred symbol to protect and shield her from evil. You mean from herself? Oh, please. She's even got it going on in her ears, 3 eyes and a snake. I mean, this is not innocent, you guys. It isn't. I can't get into too much, obviously, but it just is not. Nice picture, hey? Oh my lordy, lordy, lordy. I hadn't seen this one before, so I thought I would share it, because that is who she is, really. Okay, so that's going to be it for this chapter, you guys. Like I said, the rest of the information is in the video, not the one before this, but the one before that. I didn't think I needed to get too much further into it. It's YouTube, you guys. You know what I mean? But yeah. Do I believe it? Absolutely. I really do. But that's just my opinion. Yes, there's the Harry doll and all that, but I've already shown that. I hate repeating my stuff. You know what I mean? But I sometimes have to. But yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to cover in this chapter. Because I wanted the Echo gossip chapter to be a little bit, I have a little bit more things for that one. So let's just get to a commercial and then we're on chapter 3. Yay.
Charles will visit Kenya next week, where he is expected to acknowledge Britain's role in the slave trade and unfortunately attempt to return Meghan. I just report the news.
I'm Meghan Markle. Do you like my glam? Okay, and welcome to the Bad Bitch Summit 2020. You know you a bad bitch. Step number 1, ignore annoying ass voices. Some bitches are gonna be negative. They're gonna be aggressively loud. They're gonna try you. Use your own voice to drown those bitches out, girl. I think the hardest part for me was not cussing bitches out. Step number 2, don't stop your bad bitch mission. Some world leaders are going to want to stick to the status quo. But this ain't High School Musical. You need to keep pushing. Get your voice heard. Because we're going to keep tightening until they snap. Okay? In the process of becoming a bad bitch, you might not see any growth. Just know it all adds up. Step number 3. Make them uncomfortable. Demand to be heard in conversations. And don't let them ever think that you won't beat their ass, okay? Let's go. Oh, we can't do that, Harry? Okay, boo.
Of mine said that she knew of this guy who was single. Right off the bat, I said, oh God, not another hookup. She said that his parents were divorced, a bit of a red flag. Then I asked, what is his name? She said, Prince Harry. I said, not another musician. Prince? What kind of name is Prince? What is he, a symbol? Then she tells me, he has red hair. And like any American, I said, ew.
Chapter 3. Echo water cooler gossip and sugars. So anyone who's totally brand new to my channel, Echo water cooler gossip is just bits and bobs I find online, and they don't have to be related to each other. It's just interesting stuff, and it's up to you to believe or not believe. So that's what it is. So I found this and I was like, oh my God. Remember the blind I read a while ago about Horsefly being upset about having to pay for the G9 flight? The shock and horror of these two arseholes having to pay for themselves, poor things. Says here, Roachel boils in anger, left to fund her return to LA after G9. In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves through entertainment royal circles, Roachel finds herself in public relation nightmare after being left to foot the bill for her return flight from the G9 summit. Like, honestly, doesn't everybody have to foot the bill of their own? My Lord. So I saw this picture and was like, wow, how oblivious are you? Look, they're literally ignoring him. And he is turned into his wife with this strange old laughter. No one's laughing. No one's laughing. What a moron. Love this one. Royal family quietly removes Prince Harry's 2016 statement confirming Roachel romance from website. Wonder why? Because it was based on lies. That's why. I love finding these little stories because now things are starting to come out and it's wonderful. A friend of mine who works in entertainment spent time with Markle while they were working on a project together. She said she's one of the rudest and most entitled people she's ever been around. And this is long before Harry came on the scene. At what point is the RF going to say, we're taking your titles because you're not using us to make money? And at what point will WME realize there's absolutely no appetite for anything these two grifters ever release? Am I alone in questioning all this stuff, or does everyone just think they'll be in this fake state visit mode forever? Oh, let's just hope it's not forever. So this was interesting. Black Lives Matter activist Iman Aiton says H&M have proven themselves to be liars after Duke claimed couple never accused the RF of racism in O interview. I love it. Love it, love it. One of my favorite things to do is to look at the past with eyes of the present. It's so rewarding. So I saw this, and it's quite old, from May 2018, before the wedding. H&M look relaxed as they leave Windsor Castle following wedding rehearsal with the Queen, hours after bride-to-be revealed her sadness at her sick father missing the big day. So anyway, what I noticed, I said, oh, look, a camera. The signs were always there. Look on the bottom right, you guys. Look at that. She wasn't even married yet. Staring right in the camera with that look like, haha, I'm here. Oh my God. So this was when she was almost 6 months. Yeah, okay. If you look, you can tell she looks like she's ready to pop. Okay. The royal, pardon me, teenager stuns H&M as he drops the F-bomb in chat with couple during their visit to Bristol Theatre. And I wrote, what a joke. They act shocked. But this is the woman who, in front of the world, snapped the F word at someone trying to assist her into the royal carriage or out at the spectacle of a wedding. H is no better. What hypocrites. This one was just somebody making a funny. The Colombian cartel said there isn't enough money in the world to make them kidnap M. They'd sooner turn themselves into the authorities than have to listen to her tell them what they did wrong in the kidnap attempt. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit into the sugars and what they have been saying about our lovely Princess Catherine and William. But I'll start with this. The sugars spew venom, death threats. A YouTuber had her house burnt down, which I talked about. I had a heinous death threat for an innocuous comment on IG. At one stage, if anyone said the slightest thing, they would be swamped with negative comments, computers hacked. The level of nastiness is precipitated by SCOBY, Sola, etc., attacking the Cambridge children. Those who critique H&M is usually a justice issue. The reality is that Roachel has systematically attacked the monarchy. She seems to be very upset, even and narcissistic. It is incredibly patronizing to assume that people will not comment on what is blatantly obvious. Seems a very cunning way to stop freedom of speech and critique. That's all I'm saying, guys, is just let's use our common sense, right? As I read this, just know that this is all crapola, of course. This is what they're saying, though. She already gave him the heirs, and she doesn't own any of those things because she's an outsider. William can decide to throw her out, and she leaves with nothing. Roachel owns her mansion and is worth 100 mil. Maybe she'll let her sleep in Archie's chick inn. What a joke. That is hilarious. What a joke. This is not so funny. You want to unalive the cane bitches? What in the Sam hell? Someone says, if any of these R word, B word are in public service, teachers, healthcare professionals, childcare, then there is a duty for those who know their identities to report them to their employers as soon as possible. This is somebody replying to Boozy. Wow. This one's shocking, you guys. I wrote sick bastards, sugars. They wrote, I guess this is, and I'm going to say Princess Catherine, rebranding then. She reported him, but nobody believed her, but she was left alone, but she was not protected, but he was not stopped, but she was unalived anyway. Are you joking me right now? How insane is this? Not only did she despise hashtag Roachel because she's biracial bullshit, it's also because she knew deep down Roachel got the prince she wanted and who she wishes was her husband, not William. What a crock. This is how dumb they are. Because I wrote, it's not a hat, it's a crown. Oh my God, did you see King Charles's hat? Oh, F. Ha 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 ha. He looks so effing stupid I can't breathe. What the hell even is it? It's a royal crown with safari flaps in the back. Holy shit, he looks so effing stupid. Talk later, I'll take care of that thing. And I'm like, what thing? What does that mean? Bloody hell. How sick is this? Catherine does not have cancer. Preventative chemo means a treatment to prevent cancer from forming. She probably had cancer cells and they're giving her treatment to prevent it. Yeah, no, that's not the case, you idiots. Unreal. It's Friday, so of course, like clockwork, the other brother, Prince William, is getting dragged all over Twitter by the 2 strands of hair in his head. They call him the other brother? Oh, you mean the heir to the throne, that one. All right, then. Think I have enough time for the blind, guys. The first word on the cooking project is that it isn't good. The illiterate one is not as bad as the celebrity offspring, but it was described as robotic and fake. I'm so glad we're off the sugars. Ugh. MM's life is so scripted and contrived, there's nothing authentic about her. She's just acting a part like everything else in her life, and she has a really bad acting skills. I just know I would never watch a cooking show from someone who had a recipe called Filthy Sexy Zucchini Pasta. Oh my God. Look it up, it's vomitive. Or made almond milk by blending regular milk and almonds. I watched a video of her as the guest on someone else's cooking show when she was on Suits. It was so bad I didn't know whether to laugh or cringe. Her specialty that she made with them was toast and cheese. What? Toast and cheese? And like not even homemade bread. In fact, she didn't even make the toast. She made the host do it and then spread cheese on it. Oh my God. I don't know who says she's not as bad as Brooklyn Beckham, but all evidence points to her being worse. At least he tries to cook things, even if he farts it up and uses unnecessary and outrageously expensive ingredients. Cheese on toast. JFC. Oh my God. I do not hate myself enough to watch her in anything. I've muted her voice for 4 years successfully. I just see the lying woman who pushed my queen into an earlier grave and robbing her of her sunset years with false racism allegations she refuses to apologize for despite being proven the world's biggest actual bald-faced liar. She won't even ever recover from her lies and abuses toward the RF, UK, and Commonwealth. Just wait till her dad dies and she accuses him of having abused her. I could see that. Think when it comes to being told how to cook a toasted sandwich by a talentless celeb, I'd suffer the simpleton over the whore. The only thing that repulsive Meghan Markle is cooking is her own goose. Put a fork in the hag. She's done. Walmart Wallace in her Costco rotisserie chicken versus Brooklyn Beckham. In comparison, Brooklyn looks endearing and he is certainly authentic with his mostly flops. Right? At least BB looks human. Then somebody shows this picture. I'm sure you remember that bloody commercial. Roachel making the case for about going vegan, right? She's really not very sexy nor attractive. She's selling a vibe here. Well, we know those boobs are stuffed to the brim with padding. Harry said she tried to cook a chicken. Tried. In the premiere of her show that she can't actually cook roasted chickens. It's so effing easy. Sorry, I haven't read this before. I feel like this is the premiere of Paris Hilton's show. What? Okay, it really enrages me. Just a sec, guys. It really enrages me how dumbed down culinary TV has become. At least PBS still honors the real deal chefs. I love Martha Stewart's cooking school on Roku channel. I've been under the impression that roasting chicken was a euphemism for something much naughtier. Now I need brain bleach. Urban Dictionary roasted chicken. Oh my God, right? Meal or no meal? Food poisoning. Oh my God. Meal or no meal? Food poisoning. Look at her face, you guys. That's perfect. Oh my God, that's so perfect. Okay, you guys, I think I have just enough time for my Sam. So I will be off, but don't forget I have a live coming on Sunday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's all going to be different, decorations, everything. So it's going to get better and better. Hope you can make it. What else? I'm trying. I can't get over this food poisoning. Yes, and I do have some big videos coming, so just hold on. Okay, let's watch Sam and laugh. Thank you guys. Please press like and sub. It's a free way to help your girl out. Okay, bye.
Spotted at Ellen DeGeneres' reunion celebration recently. What, the one that coincided with her wife Portia de Rossi's 50th birthday? Well, obviously. We haven't been to two. I was just checking. Oh, it was a very moving event, you could really feel the bounteous love cascading between the two. It sort of gave off this champagne-like fizziness and bubbles, which, really affected and touched everyone that was there. Yeah, I was touched, on more than one occasion. Police never caught him. And, oh my God, Kris Jenner. Do you know Kris Jenner? She's one of those awful Kardashian creatures. Yeah, she officiated the service. Oh yeah, she added a bit of class, a bit of substance to the whole affair. It was just so beautiful, right? It was just so right. It was just, I thought to myself, this is everything that I want to be involved in. There isn't anything more pure and more wholesome than this. This is the future. This is what the future we envisage. This is where we're aiming. Right? Yeah, I have to agree with my Meghan. Shocker. There is nothing more wonderful than seeing two good old birds finally tying the knot. Well, as a point of fact, they weren't tying the knot. The knot had already been tied, so to speak. Okay, then, retying the knot. Oh, Meghan, actually, that's what we should do. We should renew our vows. Oh, lovely. What? Yeah, retie the knot until it gets tighter and tighter, and it's so tight that you can never leave. Yeah. How sweet. Oh, I want to hear you say it, Meghan. Yeah, okay. I too want to retighten the knot, tighter and tighter until you can't breathe. What? Well, it certainly was a saccharine love fest. Ellen said of her wife, "I love you, I adore you, and I would not be on this earth without you. You save me every day." Oh my God, it really is so beautiful. No, I'm sure it is, although it's strangely incomprehensible to me. Probably got unconscious bias, Kobold. Yeah, very common these days, unfortunately. The modern world is entirely incomprehensible, Kobold. Rachel Ragland here is a duchess.